Alright, looks like I'm live. How's everybody's day? Alright, let's get into it. This is Luke from Wrestling with Evil. How are you guys today? I hope you guys are all having fun, all in a good mood. This crappy virus is destroying lives right now, but I have an awesome tier list for you guys. I was going to do the Mortal Kombat characters tier listed from best to, obviously suck ass. But I didn't want to do that. I figured I should do the games first. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is the only channel that does Resident Evil. Hold on. I'm actually going to put the live stream on my phone so that way I can read all your guys' comments. So let's do that real quick. Alright, hold on. There we go. That's what I'm gonna do. My bad. Alright, guys. Yeah, everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Wrestling with Evil. This is the only channel that does Resident Evil playthroughs, talks about games like Mortal Kombat, does tier lists like this. I love fighting games. I love bloody, gory, giant messes like Resident Evil. I love people ripping people's spines out. So yeah, this is every Mortal Kombat game ranked in tier list. So let's go through the tier list. We got S is the best, A is good, B is average, C is below average, and D is suck ass, because there are games sometimes that really fucking suck ass. So let's go through the chat real quick. What's up, Brian? How are you? The fam's doing great, man. Can't complain. Hopefully you enjoy this tier list. It's gonna be a little bit short. That's because there's not a whole lot of Mortal Kombat games made, but it's really this is gonna be fun. I can't wait to talk about this. So let's go. All right, so let's get into it real quick. We got Mortal Kombat 2. Now, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat as a whole. Actually, I'll talk about Mortal Kombat a little bit for those of you who have never played Mortal Kombat. I mean, why would you not play Mortal Kombat? That's the question. But for those of you who have not played Mortal Kombat, this game revolutionized gaming in general. Mortal Kombat is the reason why they have a rating system in games, rated E through teen and whatever, or E through M. It basically revolutionized the fighting game genre. It revolutionized gaming as a whole. It revolutionized everything. Everything that you know about gaming is because of Mortal Kombat. Like, this series, this franchise, it came out of nowhere, blew up like crazy. I remember playing Mortal Kombat in the arcades. That was so fucking popular. That's good that you're good, Brian. That's awesome, man. So yeah, basically, it blew up in arcades, and then when the first Mortal Kombat game was released, it was called Mortal Monday because it came out on a Monday, and everybody and their mother went out to get a copy of Mortal Kombat, and the Mortal Kombat as a whole blew up. It was gigantic. Like, it blew up, and it was crazy. So yeah, I mean, there are good games, a lot, like really, really good games, and then there are shitty, Mortal Kombat games. So let's go through this list right now. I think there was 20 something games made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Okay, so there were 19 games made. My bad. So yeah, let's go through this list. I got 3 people in the chat. Awesome. Let me know your opinions in the live chat. Definitely, please do. Also, this is my opinion. This is how I feel personally. I'm not speaking for you guys. If you guys do have a voice, so voice your opinions down in the comments or in the live chat, and let's get started. So, Mortal Kombat 2. Okay, so this sequel blew everybody's minds, because the first Mortal Kombat game I think only had 6 or 7 characters. Mortal Kombat 2, you stayed out of school on Mortal Monday to get it. That's fucking awesome, man. Like, I would have loved to be alive when it came out, be like a teenager when the first Mortal Kombat came out, because it revolutionized gaming. It's crazy. So Mortal Kombat 2 was a phenomenal sequel. It added a whole lot more characters than the first one, and it was a really, really good game. It was very hard. Don't get me wrong. It was a very, very hard game. Um, I Man, Shao Kahn is an asshole in this game. Let's just say that. Trying to get up the ladder, and then you have to beat Shang Tsung, I think it is, or no, Goro, and then oh wait, no, was it Goro? Yeah, it was Goro in the second one, I believe. Kintaro, no, it was Kintaro in the second one. My bad. So yeah, trying to battle Kintaro was fucking hard as hell, and then you get to Shao Kahn, which is like the guy literally one-shotted you every 3 seconds. It was crazy. It was a very, very hard game, but nevertheless, it's a really, really great game. I think I should put it in the best category. I mean, Mortal Kombat 2 it revolutionized something that was already revolutionary at the time. Like I said, the first Mortal Kombat was great and all, but it only had 7 characters. Mortal Kombat 2 had 10 plus characters, I think. So they almost like doubled the characters. It was fucking insane. So the next game is Mortal Kombat Mythologies. Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. I cannot fucking stand this game. It's horrible. I mean, it's like a side scroller, almost beat 'em up, but in like Mortal Kombat fashion. It's so bad. It's really, really bad, and I think it's a platformer actually. It's like a side scrolling platformer. But yo, this game fucking sucks ass. Seriously. Like, I fucking hate this game. I played it once when I was a kid, and I was just like, I don't like this game, Dad. Why did we rent this game because back in the day, you could rent video games at the video store back when they had VHSs. You kids nowadays don't even know what VHSs are, right? So, bleh. But Mythologies, it fucking sucks ass, man. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Like, the game's fucking horrible. And it's an easy, well, it's not easy per se, but it's an easier game. Like, the enemies are super ridiculously easy. But some of the shit in this game are just like mind-numbingly annoying and tedious and just grossly, overdone. So, yeah, I'm going to put that there. The game sucks ass. It's not worth even talking about anymore. Let's move on. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Alright, this is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games, and I'll tell you guys why. Because, I mean, it didn't really do anything all too innovative. I mean, this is like the first real 3D game. I mean, you had 4, but we're not going to talk about that yet. Well, I'll talk about that in a little bit. But Deadly Alliance was it was revolutionary, I guess. They add it was 3D. It was a 3D environment instead of just being in hold on, got some fuzzies on here. My cat cat hair. So it was a 3D fighting game. You could move in all opposite directions, all directions, whichever way you wanted to. Yeah, that's how that first started. I mean, Mortal Kombat 4 was the thing that actually started it, but it was I'll talk about that in a little bit. But Deadly Alliance is a great game. You could poke a sword through somebody's what's it called, abdomen, and they'll like lose health during the fight. It was really cool. The fatalities were really good. There were a few that weren't really good at all. There were a few that were actually really bad. But overall, I love Deadly Alliance. I love the characters. You had like Natara, Kenshi made his first appearance in this game. Frost, among others. Reptile didn't really look that great in this game. He kind of looked a little off. But we had Raiden in the game. This was actually, I think, the only Mortal Kombat game that did not have Liu Kang in the game. Even Zombie Liu Kang. Like, Zombie Liu Kang came, in Deception. Basically, the opening to this game was, Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. They teamed up. They're called the Deadly Alliance now, and they kill Liu Kang, which is, the main protagonist in the games, killed him, snapped his neck, he was dead. And then they tried to take over pretty much. And steal everybody's soul, resurrect the Dragon King Onaga's army, which we'll talk about that next. And it was crazy because I loved. The game is a little bit hard too. Moloch is a son of a bitch to try and kill, but I love this game. I think it's really, really fun. I've spent so many hours playing with friends with this game, mostly by myself though, but a lot of time spent playing this game. This is the first game that introduced the crypt, which was awesome. I love the crypt. It a lot of time spent in the crypt. Let's just say that. They had little tidbits like cooking with Scorpion, which is really cool. I always unlock it every single time I start a new playthrough of Deadly Alliance. It's the first thing I unlock is cooking with Scorpion, cake decorating, and chopping. It's awesome. I love this game. There's not a whole lot that I can say that's bad about it besides the story mode. The story mode is basically, it's called Conquest, and basically you have to do combos and whatever. I've never been good at combos in fighting games. I'm horrible at them. So, I guess that's where it kind of falls off, but the game is superior to a lot of the older games, and a lot of, the other games that we're going to talk about. But is it the best? Let's see. Now I'm kind of rethinking this because of the story mode. I think it should be in the good category. I think it's a good game, maybe not the best, but it's Deadly Alliance. There's not really a whole lot that you can really expect with Deadly Alliance and whatever. So, so let's move on. We got Deception. Now, this was the sequel to Deadly Alliance, the sixth game in the series, and it did a whole lot. Onaga, the Dragon King, is resurrected, and, he's just this big, giant, brute behemoth that just wants to fuck your shit up, He's hard as fuck to take down, the opening scene to this game fucking blows my mind every single time I watch it. Basically, Raiden, Quan Chi, and Shang Tsung fight it out to the death, and obviously it's called Mortal Kombat, so, Mortal Kombat! But, they fight it out to the death in the beginning. It's really fucking awesome. It's a really, really great CGI, fight. And, then the Dragon King comes in, and they all have to work together to take out Onaga, and he just wipes the fucking floor with them. Like, literally wipes the fucking floor with them. Like, it blows my mind still, just thinking about it. It makes me really happy, because as soon as this game came out, I bought it, and it was just like, holy fuck, this is really good. A lot of the characters were kind of shitty in Deception. That's because they were trying to reboot the series, give it kind of like a soft reboot type, but, obviously it's a sequel. But it's like they tried to add a lot of new characters. They tried a lot of new things, like puzzle combat. That was pretty fun. It was basically like almost like Tetris, but with Mortal Kombat fighters, and the more blocks you explode, the more the more hits you get on your opponent. It's really fun. And then you had chess combat, which I loved. I played that so much with friends. Me and my dad played it when I was younger. Like this. The game is fun, and even the story mode, okay, the story mode in this game is basically like Deadly Alliances, only you could walk around. It's like open world, kind of, sort of, and you could unlock chests to get new characters and whatever at certain times in the game. Like it has a clock, and you could, fast forward the clock or whatever, meditate, and it'll fast forward the clock. Deception's a really, really fun game. The only problem with Deception, maybe as a whole, is some of the characters are really fucking stupid, like Dairu and Darius, and maybe Ashra, and let's see, Kira. I didn't like Kira either. And who's that other guy? Fuck. I can't even remember his name. That's how important he is. Ken lookalike. From Street Fighter. He kind of looks like, oh, Cobra. Yeah, fuck that guy. That guy's useless. He's the dumbest fucking character ever. But yeah, I mean, you had good ones like Hotaru, and Havoc, which is, the cleric of chaos. So it was a really really good game. I had a lot of fun with it. Also the shitty. I mean, the voice acting in the story mode is really shitty. It's so horrible. Like, I mean, when I played it when I was a kid, it didn't really matter to me. But now when I play it back, it's just really cringy. Like, the weird sounds that come out of these characters' mouths are just totally ridiculous. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck, like, it's just really, really bad. Sorry, that was unprofessional. I got a phone call. My bad, guys. So, yeah, Deception, that can go in the good category. I'm gonna put it above Deadly Alliance, because I feel like Deception is the better game. It has a better story, et cetera, et cetera. It has a better, story mode, as a whole. And Deadly Alliance is a great game. Don't get me wrong, but Deception definitely improved upon it. So let's continue on. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. See, alright, so they tried to do something new, pit Mortal Kombat characters against DC characters. I mean, on one side, you got, the Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Sonya Blade, and Kano, and whatever. And on the DC side, you got, Batman, Superman, the Flash, the Joker, the list goes on. But the problem with this game is that the fatalities were very, very dumbed down in this game. Because they didn't want, character, like, the DC characters getting, like, their spines ripped out or whatever. I don't know. But, and see, that's the problem with me, with that, because I feel like it took away from the game a lot. I mean, DC Universe, hold on. But yeah, no. So the DC universe, I don't know, the fact that the fatalities were so dumbed down, that's something that I definitely had an issue with, because I remember when I was a kid, like, fatalities were a big huge part of Mortal Kombat in general. And, like, you take that out, and what's really left? Like, I mean, if you're not ripping people's spines out, it's not really that great of a Mortal Kombat game. I mean, how great can it really be? But the flip side is the story mode was phenomenal. I really, really loved it, and the character movements were really, really good too. It was a little bit tanky, I guess. The characters moved a little bit tanky, which is, whatever. I don't have an issue with that too much. But overall, I mean, this game is what started the awesome storylines that are in Mortal Kombat today, even. So this game definitely revolutionized Mortal Kombat as a whole. It did a lot for the series. So I'm going to put this game in... I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. Online play was really good in this game. So I'm going to put it average. I mean, the fact that it doesn't have fatalities, like I said, definitely takes away from it. Alright, so next we got... Oh, Mortal Kombat 4. Okay, so this game's pretty good. Actually, no, what am I saying? This game's pretty good. No, this game kind of sucks. Honestly, the voice acting's terrible. It's worse than, classic Resident Evil. And I love the classic Resident Evil, the dialogue between the characters, because it's cheesy in a good way. But, Mortal Kombat 4 is just, the voice acting is so bad. Like, at one point when you're fighting, you could say, "Ow, my leg," and, "I'm gonna throw you over there." It's like, it's just the stupidest shit ever. I mean, but, I mean, this is the first, Well, no, it's not the first Mortal Kombat game I played, but it's the first Mortal Kombat game I rented and had to, had more time of playing besides just at friends' houses. Mortal Kombat, let's see, I think Mortal Kombat Trilogy was the first game I actually played. But Mortal Kombat 4 was alright. For what it was, it brought Goro back. That was pretty cool. Shinnok wasn't really that great of a villain, of an end boss, which kind of took away from it. And this is also the first time they started, with what's it called? 3D. This is the first 3D Mortal Kombat game, which was definitely revolutionary. But they did a really, really bad job with this game. I don't even know why. I don't even know why. I mean, they were trying something new, and they were also burnt out. Like, I mean, I've watched some documentaries about it, and whatever. They were burnt out, creating so many Mortal Kombat games in such a short amount of time. I think they made 4 or 5 games, maybe 6 games in the span of, like, 8 years. 8 years. Like, that's fucking crazy. Or, no, I think it was 7 years. Because I think this came out in 98, 99, maybe. It was right before, the PlayStation released. PlayStation 2, I mean. But, no, Resident Evil... not Resident Evil. I have Resident Evil on the brain, guys. But Mortal Kombat 4, it was alright for what it was. I had a lot of fun playing it as a kid. But there's really not a whole lot to it. And the fact that the 3D models are there or whatever, it kind of took away from, like, the fatalities and the spine rips. It didn't look as good as Mortal Kombat 3, let's just say. But Mortal Kombat 4 is a decent game. It doesn't suck ass per se. It's just definitely subpar at best, below average type deal. That's Mortal Kombat 4. So, let's continue on. Mortal Kombat 3. Alright, so they really messed up with Mortal Kombat 3. This is the only game that doesn't have Scorpion in it, which is like, why would they not have Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 3, Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But, yeah, no, I thought I thought the game was fun. But Scorpion's not in it, and it just kind of that definitely takes away from it. Scorpion's one of my favorite characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise. He's so iconic. Mortal Kombat 3. Let's see how I feel about this game. Let me think for a second. I think it's average. Yeah, I think it's average. The fact that Motaro's got introduced in Mortal Kombat 3 was really cool. I like Motaro as a character. I really wish they would bring him back. But nevertheless, Mortal Kombat 3, it's average. So let's move on. MKX. Okay, so this game blew my fucking balls off. Like, Mortal Kombat X is so good. The gameplay is flawless. The story kind of lacks to me a little bit. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense at points. The fact that Sub-Zero takes out the whole young crew of new, like Cassie Cage and Kung Jin and Takeda and whatever. Like, Scorpion just takes them all out, beats them up and whatever. It doesn't really make the characters look strong, because they were trying to give you new characters that you can love, and I think they kind of did a poor job with that. Jackie Briggs was, new. You had, like I said, Cassie Cage, Kung Jin, Takeda. They brought Kenshi back in the game instead of just being DLC, and they gave him a storyline, which I thought was really cool. But MK11 as a whole, I had a whole lot of fun playing MK11, or MK10, I mean. It's a really, really good game. It just lacks in story a little bit. But I think it's in the best category. I love MKX. So let's move on. We got Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I don't really like I don't really like fighting games on the Game Boy systems, the handheld systems. They're not that great. They don't really run the smoothest. So I'm gonna put it in sucks ass, just because I would never go out and buy this game ever. Like, I would rather... Yeah, MK. Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Angel. Yeah, doing an MK list of the games right now. Got 4 people in the chat. Awesome. Let me know how you guys feel about, whatever games you want or whatever, or leave it down in the comments afterwards. That'd be cool. So let's continue on. Yeah, so Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy Advance. It really is not that great. I don't like fighting games for the Game Boy. Like I said before, it didn't really do anything, and I would never go out of my way to pick up a copy of this game for any reason whatsoever. Yeah, how are you doing, Angel? Hopefully you're having a good day. So, let's continue on. So, Mortal Kombat Gold. This is pretty much MK4, but with extra characters. So, I'm going to put this in front of MK4. They added Cyrax and Sector. They added... They added Katana. And, well, who else? Baraka. And there's another character that I think they added. Noob Saibot, I believe. So, yeah. I mean, the fact that it had more characters definitely made it better. But it's still not that great of a game. Mortal Kombat 4 is kind of lackluster to me. Okay, so let's move on. MK9, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's basically a reboot of, Mortal Kombat as a whole. The storyline rebooted. All the characters come back from the early games, from 1 to 3. They all come back. It's really, really awesome. The storyline's phenomenal. It introduced DLC, which is really, really cool. They had Freddy Krueger, Kratos, a couple other characters. Scarlet, they introduced her for the first time in this game. So, yeah, I mean, Mortal Kombat's a great game. MK9 is a really great game. It's a lot of fun. I played a lot of it. I played a lot of online. I played this game a lot online with friends. It's just a really fun time. Yeah, and it's pretty much like a really, really great reboot of the game. It's hard, just like classic, MK11, Mortal Kombat games like MK1, 2, and 3. It brings back the arcadey style, which is really cool. And this is when they went from 3D to, back to two-dimensional fighting, which is really, really great. I love that. And it's just a really great game. It's a lot of fun. So, I mean, there's that. So, let's go on. Okay. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. This game is fucking cool as hell. I mean, just imagine an open world game with, like a beat 'em up style MK, and this is what it is, and it's really, really great. You could play 2 players. You could have one person play as Liu Kang, the other person play as Kung Lao, and just beat the shit out of everything. And like, the story is really cool. They bring back the story from Mortal Kombat 1, and they give it like a kind of like a rebooty style, but it shows you what Kung Lao and Liu Kang did during the events, leading to MK3, I think. So yeah, it's a really great game, a lot of fun. You could pretty much do fatalities, you could kill people, send them into spikes, you could do whatever the fuck you want in this game. It's really, really fun. So I'm going to put this in the best category for sure. I really like this game. I had a lot of fun playing with friends and whatever, and I never beat the game. So, yeah, that's definitely something that's on my list of things to do. I'll probably do it on stream too. That would be a lot of fun. But, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is a great game. So good. So let's move on. The original Mortal Kombat. I mean, how can this not be in the best category, Like, this game revolutionized games in general, as a whole. This is the start of it all. Mortal Monday, This game, everybody and their mother had a copy of this fucking game. I don't even care. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you were a baby. You went out, crawled your ass to the store, whined and cried and wah, and you gave the fucking clerk money to buy this game. I know it, and don't tell me otherwise. You're a fucking liar. This game is awesome. It revolutionized, like I said, gaming as a whole, fighting games as a whole, made games gory and bloody when that was never seen before. So it definitely was visually amazing. It was stunning, looked beautiful. And, the final boss was Shang Tsung. It was, and then Goro, he was a beast. It was just a really fucking fun game. And it definitely gave some, people something else besides just a game, because there was extra content and whatever. So yeah, Mortal Kombat, the original, tops. So let's continue on. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit debatable, but I really, really love this game. Oh, you had it for the Sega Genesis? That's awesome, man, because they gave you the blood code, so you can have blood and gore and whatever in the game. That was awesome. That was definitely the copy to get. That's for sure. The SNES, or no, yeah, the SNES version wasn't as good from what I hear, because there was no blood in it. But yeah, so that was definitely the way to go, Brian, for sure. You made a right decision, owning a Sega, Genesis. So, all right, I love Mortal Kombat Armageddon. It's definitely debatable. Not a whole lot of people like it. The fatality system sucks. I mean, what can I tell you? It really just sucks. But there's a whole lot more in this game that is pleasing to the eye. There is more than that meets the eye with this game. I love it. They have an extra mode called Mortal Kombat. I play that still to this day religiously. I love Mortal Kombat. It's a lot of fun. It's a kart racer, but with Mortal Kombat characters in it. It's a really, really good time. So, yeah. Armageddon, it had a really, really great story mode. It was basically just like it was a lot like Shaolin Monks, but, you play as this new character, Taven. He's supposed to save everybody. And he gets, and the opening sequence to this fucking game is the most amazing opening sequence I think I've ever seen in gaming history, period. Like, it blows my fucking mind. You had the side of good versus the side of evil, and every single character known to man in the Mortal Kombat series are running at each other, good versus evil, and then they just fucking clash, and then they fight, and then a pyramid pops up, and they're drawn to, fight to try and get up on top of the pyramid. It was really, really cool. Oh, you had to reload it? It's alright. But yeah, no, the game is fucking awesome. I mean, it has every Mortal Kombat character in it. How could you not, be excited about that? I mean, the fact that, the fatality system was complete and utter garbage, I don't think it takes too much away from this game, to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of the characters are very lazily put together, like Motaro. He doesn't have his back two legs. I would have preferred if they just didn't put him in the game, period. Instead of, just cutting his back legs off. Like, that was pretty lazy. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Yeah, buddy. Right? That was a really good marketing scheme. Like, they pulled that off. That was pretty good. But especially back in the day, when commercialism actually sold shit and it mattered, whoever had the better commercials, they got, the customers, people bought in. So yeah, I mean, I like Armageddon. The kart racer is a lot of fun. The story mode's a hell of a good time. I think I've beaten this a few times. It's like I said, it's a lot of fun. A couple new characters are introduced, like Taven, Dagon, and Blaze was a character in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, but now he's like the big boss. He's like the end all be all, when it comes to bosses. Like, if you kill him, like, you are a fucking god, you are a beast, you control pretty much the world. Like, if you kill him. If you get on top of that pyramid and kill him, like, you pretty much own everything. I love Armageddon, and also it introduced create a character, which you can create your own character in a fucking Mortal Kombat game. Like, how fucking dope is that? Like, it's just such a good game. I'm gonna put it in the best category because I still play it. I still love it. I mean, But, the fatality system, like I said, it blows. But, whatever. Can take what you get. Alright, so, Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Yeah. This game is pretty good, from what I remember. It brought a lot of like boss characters into the game, like Shao Kahn, Motaro, Kintaro, Goro, all like the boss characters. Trilogy is really fun. It's a good time. I would call it good. Trilogy is very, very hard. Don't get me wrong. Like this is probably one of the hardest Mortal Kombat games to play in general. But Trilogy is a fun time. Definitely gives you something extra, to be desired, which is really cool. There's not a whole lot that I can really say about it that I haven't said about 3, Mortal Kombat 3. It's a lot like Mortal Kombat 3, basically like a rehashing of 3 because they didn't add Scorpion. They didn't add a lot of characters into this game, so they pretty much rebooted this game a few times before they went to the next game, before they went to Mortal Kombat 4. I guess they needed some time to work on 4. So, Trilogy is really fun. I'm going to put the PlayStation port ahead of this port because it's said to be better. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. It's a good game. So, let's go over here. Oh my god. Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Fuck this game. It's stupid. It sucks. I don't even want to talk about it. It's basically like Mythologies, only just really, really shitty. Like a downgraded version of Mythologies. And I didn't even think that was a thing. Like, that could even be possible. So, yeah, Special Forces was fucking garbage. I've got 5 people in the chat. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and chilling with me as I rank these games in tiermaker.com. So, oh, by the way, this is the person who made this this tier list. So definitely, please give this guy a follow or whatever. Definitely give him props. He worked very hard on this. I can tell that he worked very hard on this. Good, sick Lolod, whatever. Awesome. Thanks for the tier list, buddy. Appreciate it. Giving you a shout out. Thank you. So yeah, Special Forces. Fuck that game. It's garbage. So let's move on. Okay. So Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This is on par, if not one of the best Mortal Kombat games ever made, because it took Mortal Kombat 3, which was a very underwhelming game, and it improved upon it so much. They added a lot of fucking content into Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. They added, I think, animalities or babalities, one of the two. Just in general, Mortal Kombat 3, like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, is one of the best games ever created, I feel. I had so much fun playing this game with friends that it was ridiculous. Like, it was ridiculous the amount of fun I had playing this game with, friends and company and whatever. It's just a good fucking time. There's so much to do. Like, you can turn somebody into a baby, you could turn into an animal and kill somebody, you can do different fatalities, 2 fatalities per character. Like, come on. It's really, really fucking good. There's also hidden characters that you can unlock. It's just a really, 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 really fun time. Yeah, that's my take on Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It's a really, really good game. Okay, so there's one left. The most recent Mortal Kombat game created, Mortal Kombat 11. I'm putting this in the best category for sure. This has the best story mode, period, in any Mortal Kombat game, and I could say that it probably has one of the best story modes in any video game ever created, and I'm confident saying that. Got 6 people in the chat. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Like, the story mode for this game is so good to the point that it's stupid. It's stupid good. They kind of downgraded the play style of this game from X. It's not as, you can't run in this game, which I like being able to run in fighting games. It kind of gives a little bit of an edge. You could do different moves and whatever, but I mean, I like playing Mortal Kombat 11 a lot more Mortal Kombat X a lot more than I do Mortal Kombat 11. But I think Mortal Kombat 11 is the superior game by far. The story mode, storyline, and plot devices for every character is fucking awesome. The detail in this game is so good. You know, it blows my mind. Also, I definitely want to talk about the DLC for all these games, 9, 10, and 11. Like, they had some really cool DLC, like a lot of horror characters. Like, 9 had Freddy Krueger, and Mortal Kombat 11 had Leatherface, Alien, Predator, you name it, they had it. And MK11, same thing. They had Spawn, which Spawn is one of the most badass, like, characters in any sort of, made up thing ever. Like, one of the coolest comic book characters ever created. Todd McFarlane is a fucking genius. They brought the Joker into MK11, which he fits perfectly. They brought the brought the Terminator into Mortal Kombat 11. He's really, really cool. What's up, Rain? How are you? What's up, everybody? Got 6 people in the chat. Awesome. Thanks for, sitting down, hanging out with me, and watching me ramble on like a total and complete idiot. But like MK11, it was universally, it's probably universally one of the best Mortal Kombat games ever made. It's so good, and the online mode is flawless. Oh god, oh good lord, really? Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I'm sorry, Rain. But Mortal Kombat 11 is really, really good. I have a lot of fun playing it. I had a lot of fun playing it for you guys the other day, or, last week or whatever. I love Mortal Kombat as a whole. It's one of those things where, it's a conversation piece for sure. Like, if you say Mortal Kombat to somebody, like, instantly, no matter who they are, their fucking eyes are gonna light up like a Christmas tree. And, like, it's, like, people can ramble on about, like, everything that they know about Mortal Kombat and shit. Like, Mortal Kombat it brought people together. It's gory, bloody, and all the nice ways. It hits all those spots on my body that I'm just like, ooh, yeah. Like, it really, really, Mortal Kombat as a whole, it's probably one of the best franchises ever created. And as a whole, like, all the characters are really cool. There are a lot of characters that I'll talk about next week that I don't preferably like, but yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna move some stuff around. And I'm gonna give you guys what I think the best Mortal Kombat game is, what I think the worst game is. Which, I mean, you guys already know that it's definitely gonna be Special Forces for sure. Fuck that game. It is the worst pile of steaming garbage I have ever seen in any video game. Like, it's really bad. Angel, do you not even think about it? What? But yeah, so Special Forces is there. I'll put the handheld version of Mortal Kombat here because I don't like handheld versions. I think that it's really shitty. They should have put Mortal Kombat Deception Unchained here. I don't know why they didn't, but whatever. Because Unchained would probably be better than Deception because it added Shao Kahn and Goro to the game. Like, it made it a lot better. But okay, so yeah, I'm happy with this. Mythologies sucks ass. It's horrible. Below average, I'll put, yeah, okay. Mortal Kombat 4 is below Gold because Gold had better, more characters and whatever. At the average list, I'll put, yeah, Mortal Kombat 3 is underneath DC Universe for sure. DC Universe had a lot going for it. It's unfortunate that, it didn't work out that well, that people didn't like it because of the fatalities or heroic brutalities or whatever the fuck they're called. But I think it's a really great game. I have a lot of fun with it. It's definitely average when it comes to Mortal Kombat games, though, but it's still good nonetheless. So A tier, good. I'm gonna put Deception first, and then I'm gonna put the PlayStation port of Trilogy next, and then the other port I'm gonna put behind Deadly Alliance, because I think Deadly Alliance is a great game. I don't think it gets enough love. It's definitely one of the, most underrated and underappreciated Mortal Kombat games, and I don't know why. I love this game. It's, it hits a solid place in my heart. I still play it every now and then, but I play Deception a lot more because of, the puzzle combat and the chess combat, which, it definitely leaves a lot to be desired. So, yes, that is my good tier, and now... Yeah, Special Forces really sucked, Angel. I would never ever stream that game. I would maybe do like a like an angry video game nerd style, review on Special Forces, but other than that, I'm never ever going to pick up or touch this game, period. And once I do play this game, I'm going to burn it alive. You guys are going to see me start a fire and burn this fucking game because it sucks. Yeah, Deadly Alliance was one of the first Mortal Kombat games I played. I played Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 first. Or no, I played Trilogy first, then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and then I played Mortal Kombat 4, and then I played Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance was the first Mortal Kombat game I ever... No. Actually, Mortal Kombat 4 was the first Mortal Kombat game I ever owned. And then Deadly Alliance was the first game that I owned that I actually played a lot. And I still have the copies to this day. I love a lot of these games. Okay, so let's rearrange the best category. So, we have Mortal Kombat 9. That definitely deserves to be up there for sure. Now that I think about it, MKX, it was good. I don't think it's... it should be in the best category, so I'm going to put it at the top of good. Mortal Kombat 2 was really, really good, but I don't think it is the best, so I'm going to put that all the way there. Let's see. Armageddon, I'll put this right after Mortal Kombat 2. Let's see. Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, I love Mortal Kombat 1, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the visuals are really, really hard to look at nowadays, and gameplay-wise, it's not the greatest anymore. But back in the day, this was the bomb diggity. This was the best thing around, better than sliced bread. She's not gonna stop talking about it now. Thanks a lot, clown. I'm sorry. What do you want from me, Rain? What do you want from me? So, yeah, Armageddon was very, very underwhelming because of the fatalities, but I still love it. I still enjoy playing it. So, yeah, that's okay. So, I'm going to put the original Mortal Kombat down. It's definitely in the top 5 for sure because it is the first and one of the best, Mortal Kombat games still to this day. I mean, and it's just so iconic. Everybody remembers Mortal Monday. Everybody. Every single person. What were you doing on Mortal Monday? Oh, man. I don't even know. I don't even think I was born or even thought of. So, I guess I was just floating around somewhere. But, alright. So, I'm going to put MK9 at the top of best tier because I feel like it is the best Mortal Kombat game, hands down. It revolutionized something that was already revolutionary. The story mode was so fucking good. They made references to the past games. The plot holes and the plot of the game were covered now, in MK9. A lot of secrets and whatever, who Noob Saibot was revealed in Mortal Kombat 9. So yeah, I mean, I think Mortal Kombat 9 is a very, very, very good game. It's a lot of fun to play. I'm going to put Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 right under that, because that to me is it's the first, one of the first games I played in the Mortal Kombat series, so it has a lot of nostalgia for me. And also, like, there's so much to fucking do in this game. Like, you could do fucking anything that you want, almost. Oh lord, not that game, please. Yeah, right? Please no. Yeah, I got you. Um, so I'm gonna put that second, and then I'm gonna put Mortal Kombat 11 third. I feel like Mortal Kombat 11 really did, a lot of great things. It looks stunning. The visuals are beautiful. The character, the plot wise, it pretty much like destroyed everything that happened in Mortal Kombat X and gave it another pretty much reboot. Man, and when Sonya dies, it's like, oh, it's heartbreaking. Like, spoiler alerts, Sonya does die, or I think she's dead. I'm not sure. They could bring her back. Who knows? It's Mortal Kombat after all. Nobody really dies in Mortal Kombat. You die 50 million times and you could still select the same character. It's just Mortal Kombat. That's what it is. So, yeah, but also Shaolin Monks is a phenomenal game. It's so much fun with friends. And yeah, I mean, I think that's my list. So, how do you guys feel? Let me know in the comments. Let me know, send me a picture of what your list is if you want on Instagram. Definitely follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I have all my, I have the description. I have all the links in the description. So definitely please check out my social media. And also definitely please join me in my live stream tomorrow where I speedrun or no, not speed run maybe, but I do a knife only. I'm gonna do a knife only run of Resident Evil 1 remake. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So definitely stick around for that. Come in, hang out, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening to me babble on like a dumb asshole for about an hour and a half maybe. So yeah. This is all the time I got for you guys today. Definitely please like, subscribe, and support the channel if you haven't, please, because like I mean I do this. It's a lot of fun, but it definitely helps to grow the channel if you guys subscribe. So definitely please do. That would be awesome. I have been Luke from Wrestling with Evil. I love you guys. Stay good. Be safe out there with the coronavirus. I wish everybody a happy, healthy life and good health. And I love all you guys. Peace out. That's all the time I got for you guys. Peace. Mwah. See you guys soon.